Hey fam, so in this video we look at a few things that you can do to hack the problem of procrastination and make sure that you are on your journey to executing the goals that you have set for yourself. Please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into this video. Hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi Achudume. If this is your first time here, you're super welcome. I am so excited to have you here with me. So here on this channel, we'll talk about topics, tips and tricks that help us grow fearlessly to the best versions of ourselves. If you're interested in topics like that, please click the subscribe button so you get notified when we have new videos up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming again. I am so excited to have you with me. So today we are going to be looking at a few steps to hacking procrastination. It's a long time I've spoken about procrastination and I kind of miss talking about procrastination, in all honesty. So today I'm going to be giving us a mini course on procrastination and how you can begin to hack the problem that procrastination is. So first things first, I think, in my opinion, that the first thing to note, or one thing to note in dealing with the problem of procrastination, is to know yourself. And so when I say know yourself, I am in no way saying you should know your name or your favorite food or your best color. But I'm saying know who you are, especially when it comes to doing the things that you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. So knowing yourself in this case will mean that you are able to say that this is the best time that I want to do things that I need to do. And the things that I feel like I always want to run away from, this is why I run away from them. So these are the ways to know yourself when it comes to dealing with procrastination. So now that that has been said, let's look at a working definition of what procrastination is. Very important, procrastination is an habit. It is an habit. And it is a bad habit, obviously. That is why we are dealing with it. We are hacking it. We are any kind of thing you want to say we are doing with procrastination, because it is a bad habit. So I'm going to read my notes in stating this definition because I don't want to miss any important word. Procrastination is an habit of delaying an important task by focusing on less urgent, more enjoyable, and easier activities. So you're still doing something, but you're just doing what you are not supposed to be doing. That is what procrastination is. And I think I have said this before, that procrastination is different from laziness. Laziness is you not wanting to do anything at all. Procrastination is you not wanting to do what you need to do, but you're doing something else in its stead. So a couple of times I have heard people confidently boast about being serial procrastinators. I was listening to somebody talk a few days ago and she said that I procrastinate a lot. I am a serial procrastinator. And I'm like, this is not something to be proud of. You should not be proud of the fact that you have things to do, but rather than doing the things that would help you, you would do something else because you enjoy to play or you enjoy that other activity more than what you need to do. There are people like that. There are people that boast about being procrastinators, serial procrastinators. There are people that do not know if they procrastinate or not. There are people that know that they are, but are not ready to admit that that is their problem. So whichever one you are, if you are a proud serial procrastinator, if you do not know that you procrastinate, or you're trying to figure out if you procrastinate or not, I have a free gift. Or if you are not any of these, but you know somebody that could be, I have a free gift for you and I'm going to leave it linked in the description bar. So in this free gift, you get to know why you procrastinate and if you are a procrastinator or not. So it's in the description bar. Please check it out. It is free and it is just for you. Okay, so back to today's video. We are talking about how to hack the problem of procrastination. Point number one, see it for what it is. I said earlier, procrastination is a habit and it is a bad habit. Procrastination is a problem. So see it for what it is, a bad habit. That is what procrastination is. It is not who you are. It is not part of your identity. It is not what you just do. So it's not something to say that's how I am. It's not how you are. Procrastination is something that you picked up and over time you have done. Okay, so let's look at what an habit is. An habit is a settled tendency or usual manner of behavior, an acquired mode of behavior that's become nearly or completely involuntary. So it's a behavioral pattern acquired by frequent repetition, or a physiologic exposure that shows itself in regularity or increased facility of performance. That's a lot of words, but I'm going to try and break it down. So what this definition is saying basically is that an habit is something that you do consistently over time for it to become an habit. For example, you're trying to build the habit of reading daily. You're reading every day because you want to build that habit. So even on the days that you don't feel like you read, or you're trying to build the habit of exercising daily. You exercise every day because you're trying to build the habit of exercising. Same with procrastination. The only reason why you procrastinate often and involuntarily is because you have built the habit of procrastinating. So every day for a particular period of time, it takes about 21 days to build an habit. You have procrastinated on doing something, and so now it is part of you, and so you see it as who you are. In actual sense, it's just the bad habits that you need to kick in the behind. And this is a major reason why we don't actively deal with the problem of procrastination. We see it as being part of us, as our identity. And in actual sense, you know deep down that you can do better than that. You know deep down that it is not who you are. It's just something that you're falling into, and you're now afraid to stop doing it because it's comfortable and you feel like you can make it work. So point number 2, think solution and not just problem. So first, we've identified that procrastination is a problem. It's a bad habit. Next thing is to think about the solution to it. When it comes to procrastinating, especially in this video that we're talking about, I'm looking at procrastination when it comes to your goals, when it comes to your dreams, the things that you're working on. So either in your career, in your personal development, your business, your relationship, the things that are important to you. And so when it comes to thinking solution, I'm saying think of the easiest, smallest, tiniest action that you can take towards working on that thing that you are running away from. So say for example, I love to use books as example, and I've kind of figured that I use it often in most of my videos, but I'm going to use it today again. So your goal is to write a book by the end of the year, and now we're in March and you have done absolutely nothing on that book. What can you do today? The smallest action, the smallest task that you can do today towards working or executing the goal of writing your book by the end of the year. Figure what that is, do it, take that action, and then ask the question again. And so that way you're going to be building up your workflow and building it up to the point where you are now able to say, yes, this goal has been executed. So what's the smallest action, the smallest, tiniest action that you can take right now towards the execution of that goal? You want to start a business. What do you have to do now that is the smallest thing? Do you need to do a market survey? Do you need to do research? Do you need to check the products that you want to start selling or buying or producing, or whatever area of business you want to do? And then ask that question at every step until you get to the biggest step. And then before you know it, you realize that you're already on the move to executing that goal, and you can see the goal being executed before the end of the year. Point number 3, set a deadline. So I've kind of figured that for every type of person, so that is either you like to work under pressure, or you like to give yourself ample time to work on anything that you're working on. We like to work with deadlines. So if I know that I have to turn in something by tomorrow 12 p.m., anyhow that thing is going to be done. It has to be turned in by that time. So I am for sure going to have something to turn in by that time, right? So set deadlines for your goal. I often work with quarter of the year, so I always say I break my goals down into quarters. So by the end of this quarter, I should be able to say I was able to execute the goals that I set for this quarter towards the big goal that I'm working towards by the end of the year. So set deadlines for yourself. Say by the end of April, I should have done this. By the end of May, I should have done this. By the end of June, I should have done this. And so that way you're able to see what you're working towards, and you're able to keep track of what you're doing, because you know that you have a deadline and you don't want to fail yourself. And very importantly, I'm going to say that when it comes to setting deadlines for yourself, don't set deadlines based on how you feel. Don't set deadlines based on your emotions. Because what you'll be doing if you do that is setting yourself up for disaster, trust me. If you set deadlines based on how you feel, that means that you would give yourself too much time to do a task that you can do in 2 weeks, because you know that you may wake up tomorrow and not feel like working on that goal. So don't set deadlines based on emotions, but based on how long you know it should take you to do a task and how well you want to do that task. Also knowing that the end deadline, the end goal is to have this thing executed by the end of the year. So be careful about doing that. Don't work with your emotions, work with what needs to be done when it needs to be done. And the fourth thing I'm going to say is that you should set the mood for work. So what does that even mean? Set the mood for work means like you're making sure that all of the things that you need towards executing that goal, towards doing what you need to do every single time you need to do it when it comes to what you're procrastinating on, is set in place. So that means that you have a plan. Apart from the fact that you have a goal, your goal has been broken down into plans that you can work with. So you know what you need to do every single time. If you need to have a routine, then you set the routine as well, so that you're able to tick whatever needs to be ticked as done. You're working with a checklist, you're working with a morning routine, a work routine, a schedule that you know is going to help you towards the execution of your goal. If you need to get equipment, then you have gotten the equipment, because you don't want that to be what delays you again. If you need to get a new planner, a new pen, whatever is the tool that you need towards executing that goal, make sure that you have it in place, so that that is not the excuse that stops you from doing what you want to do. So set the mood for the work that you need to do, the one that you are procrastinating on. When it is done, then you reduce the excuses that you have that stops you from doing what you need to do when you need to do it. Another way to set the mood for your work would be to join a group that has like-minded people. And here is where I'm going to talk to you about the Execution Mastermind, an accountability group where we are all about helping you to grow and work on the goals that you set for yourself by the quarter. So in the accountability group, which is called Execution Mastermind, we help you to break your goals down into achievable bits. We work with you on the deadlines that you have created for yourself to make sure that you are able to do this. And we hold your hands through the process to make sure that you are not falling off and you are not procrastinating on the things that you need to do. If you want to know more on the Execution Mastermind and how to join, the doors are open to join in now. Please check the link in the description bar. I'm going to have it clearly stated there. And so you can see everything you need to know about the Execution Mind. It's a fun group, and there are so many reviews that have come out of that group. So many people have joined that group and have been able to come out with executed goals, and you would see some of their stories if you click the link in the description bar. So you should check that out and make sure that you are ready to smash your goals by the second quarter of the year towards your overall goal for the end of the year. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section if you did, or if there are any tips that you would like to share with us on how you have been able to hack procrastination. Please share with me in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're going to enjoy this particular one, where we talk about how to avoid distractions, because one of the things that stops you from doing the things that you want to do are distractions, which will seem very enjoyable and pleasant. And so you should check that video out. I'm going to leave it linked in the description bar as well. So many informations in the description bar, so please check it out so that you don't miss out on any. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends and family. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up as well, and I will see you in the next one. Till next time, bye.